You feel good and refreshed after a few days away from the ring?
I do. Hopefully the players do as well. I think everyone looks forward to the break, and I think everyone looks forward to getting back to work, to be honest with you, so it's a good amount of time.
Is your approach to skate any different today than any other morning skate, wanting the guys to get their legs back after the travel day?
No, I think no, not today. It didn't work out that way for us, so we just tried to stay as much to our routine and get through it as quickly as possible and get back to work. So today we did not alter it. If we were at home, we may have, but it wasn't the case.
So what's your impression of Macklin Celebrini here, just in what you've seen so far?
Well, I noticed him earlier, and even in training camp, and our first, I don't know if it was training camp, I think I noticed him more. I think he's going to be a really good player in this league because he's strong on his skates already. There's kids that come in at that age and they're still boys that need to grow into men. I think he's a little ahead. It's just my perception of him, where he is in terms of his strength on the ice. So, because it's a long year and you're getting attention paid to you, so there's people not necessarily always finishing their checks, but playing through. You're getting a piece every night, and you got to be able to keep your balance, and you got to be able to be strong on pucks. And I think he has that more than most young guys for whatever reason.
The Sharks are going to be recognizing Tomas here before the game tonight, and it's his 12th year in NHL. He's been around a long time, but how do given your experience, how do players react to that? And is it just, I don't know, you're not worried about his focus necessarily, but just...
No, he deserves it. He deserves it, and he should be looking forward to it. I mean, he basically grew up here. I mean, you can't take that away from him. I mean, he wants to win tonight, and he wants to beat the Sharks, but for a certain amount of time, he's going to have some great memories. He's going to think back of the people he met here. As I said, the people that help him grow up. So that's never going away, and I wouldn't expect it to, so enjoy every second of it. And then once the puck drops, try to get your head wrapped around the game in front of you. And I'm sure he's going to want to play well. He's going to want to show his appreciation and want to play well. And he has been lately for us, so that's what I suspect will happen.
What was your reaction when you first heard that Tomas Hertl, you're going to have Tomas Hertl on your team?
Well, listen, we were excited to have him in the mix. And then as a coach, you're like, okay, where does he fit, right? So right away you're going through your lineup. And that's what happens. And then you get at it, and then it's like, well, by the way, he's not playing for a while. It's like, okay, so we'll put that aside because he had a knee injury, so I didn't know his complete recovery. The trade, I think, caught the whole hockey world a little bit off guard, and good on Krim for being able to pull it off. So that's what I was thinking at the time. Once we got him in the lineup, then it's as a coach, it's your job to make the pieces fit. And I'm not sure I did at the end of last year. We had a lot of good pieces, and we lost in Game 7, so obviously didn't reach our ultimate goal. And so that was the challenge this year, to make sure we get him in the right spot from day one. And I think with some new players, it's been a work in progress for everybody. But I think Tomas is playing better now than he was at the start. A little different system. And we'll continue to tweak till we get the best spot. But we like what he's bringing to the table every day, both on and off the ice.
That line has looked pretty good. Karlsson, Hertl, and Kolasar. Do you like it?
I do like it. It allows. So what we tried to do with Tomas from day one is he's a low player, right? He has the puck. He's a puck possession monster down low. So as a center, when it changes hands and you're low a lot, that's a long way to go to get back. So we've always felt he needed some assistance on his line with somebody that could do that, get back, whether it's another centerman or left wing that's played a little bit of that, or right wing. It happened to be left with Howden, and now it's Carly. So they can both take draws, they can both play down low. But Carly covers a lot of ice. He's a very conscientious defensive player. I think it allows Tomas to do his thing. On the other side, Kolasar, big body, they complement each other well. So at the end of the day, so far so good on that, but you know me. I mean, let's not put it down in stone yet.
Karlsson just said in the room that he thinks this is the best he's ever seen Kolasar. How do you feel about that? And are we seeing something like him go through a little bit of a ceiling here?
Well, he's raising his ceiling is what he's doing right in front of us. And I guess, I don't know if I need to rephrase that. I don't ever want to put a ceiling on someone, but he's certainly pushing it up a little bit of where we had him. But he did a great job with Nick Waugh and Carrier, and then it was Nick and Paul Codd or whoever was the left winger for years, and now this year it was Pearson and Howden. So doing a really good job there. but some injuries allowed him to move up. He took advantage of it. I thought he came to camp in terrific shape, and his game looked great. By that I mean his puck play. The rest of his game's always been solid. We trust him to play against the best lines in the league. We start him most nights. More time on the penalty kill. I think he's just playing with more confidence. And offense usually does that for you. So if he can keep that up, that's a great find for us if we can move him up in the lineup. Get him more opportunities to score. So I agree with Carly. He does look like his goals are not all going in off his butt, or you know what I mean. Like the one on the breakaway, then that was a great shot, bar down, and great composure. He's done that a few times. The goal, even the last one against Anaheim, he had to get it up in a hurry. He's in the blue paint, got it up over the goalie's arm in a tight spot, and a lot of guys would just jam that in the pad. So that's showing you some soft hands and an offensive player's touch, and good for him.
The numbers say, Bruce, you guys have been the most consistent, the best team in the league here over the last 5 weeks. Do you feel like you're playing your best hockey of the season right?
Of the season, yes. I mean, I think every coach would tell you every team in the league has another gear. But this is this part of the season I feel like we've talked about breaking it into chunks and okay, who are you and what aren't you? So we are playing as who we are, I believe. We're getting balanced scoring. I mean, you can go through it. I think Stoney's been back. He has one empty net goal. I think Jack has one goal in stretch of time, Pav. So it's not like we can't survive without some of our guys going through some ups and downs of the offensive side. We're winning because we're playing good team defense. Our goaltenders are keeping the puck out of the net. We're predominantly staying out of the box. Penalty kills improved. And we're getting scoring from different people. Kolasar, one of them. Olofsson, Howie. So different people are contributing. Our D have even stepped up a little more offensively in this stretch. So that's what we need to be. It's who we are. We're a team, and we've always functioned that way. Our best players need to lead the team. There's no doubt about that. And they're all still accumulating points, the guys I mentioned, and driving offense. But it's not like we have to have them score goals for us to win. And that's what I think has been good about the group.